What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the NerdyMark channel. I'm Sid the NerdyMark. And do you know what happens if you're an NXT superstar that needs to be called up to the main roster? You want to know what happens?
You just made the list!
Welcome to the List of NerdyMark, a new series on my channel where I talk about some things that I personally would like to see in the world of wrestling, comic books, video games, and anime in list format. So I thought I'd start off this list since we are about a week away from WrestleMania. Top 10 NXT superstars that need to go to the main roster.
Number 1, Johnny Gargano.
Johnny Gargano is the complete package. He has great in-ring talent, he's phenomenal on the mic, and he has the undying support of the NXT universe. Ever since he broke up with his partner Tommaso Ciampa, who he will be facing at TakeOver New Orleans in an unsanctioned match, he has been having a bit of a bumpy road. And you know what? Who else has had that same problem? Who has undeniable talent, great on the mic, and has the undying support of the crowd, and has also had his fair share of roadblocks? Well, that would be now SmackDown Live General Manager Daniel Bryan. Ever since the news broke that Daniel Bryan has been medically cleared to wrestle, I think this would be a perfect time for Gargano and Daniel Bryan to be put in a program together. This is how I would personally love to see it play out. I would love for these two to have a match, a babyface versus babyface match, and have them have some mutual respect for each other, and then maybe even form a tag team together. It would be just like Team Hell No, except a lot less ridiculous.
Number 2, Lars Sullivan.
Lars Sullivan is one of the most dominating figures in all of NXT. He's got the height, he's got the weight, he's got the power, and he loves hurting people with these hands. And you know who else likes to have people get these hands? Why, that would be Braun Strowman. This program writes itself. Braun Strowman, the monster among men, versus Lars Sullivan, the genetic freak. The freak versus the monster. Of course, it sounds like a monster movie, which it would be. And I personally would love to see these two in a last man standing match. That would be fantastic. Just tear apart everything, tear apart the ring, tear apart the announcer table. They do whatever they got to do just to keep the other man standing down. And I think this would get a lot of approval from WWE executives, because we all know that Vince McMahon loves big sweaty men.
Number 3, Roderick Strong.
Roderick Strong is known as the Messiah of the backbreaker. He has perfected that move to a T, but at the same time, he is a phenomenal wrestler in the ring, and he's also not half bad on the mic. However, I would love to see him in a feud that would really, elevate him up to that next level. Even though he is very much over with the fans as well, he definitely needs that one little push. And I think a veteran like Randy Orton can really give him that. The backbreaker versus the RKO. Just tell that story. Which one is more powerful, right? He's even had a feud with former United States champion Bobby Roode. And honestly, reigniting that feud when he goes to the main roster, that would be fine too. There are a lot of things you can do with Roderick Strong. Just give him a chance in the main roster.
Number 4, Andrade Cien Almas.
Andrade Cien Almas' character has changed drastically ever since he teamed up with manager Zelina Vega. People have started taking him more seriously. He's actually winning a lot more matches. But I do think he would be great in the main roster, and I think he should be in a program with Samoa Joe, or even Seth Rollins, or Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar versus Almas. The only reason I want to see this is because I want to see Paul Heyman versus Zelina Vega in a promo off, kind of like have a shoot promo on each other. The promos leading up to the eventual match between Lesnar and Almas would be fantastic, and I think the match itself will be pretty good because Lesnar does have power and he has agility when he wants to. Almas, same thing. So honestly, would be like a mini passing the torch between Lesnar and Almas, because I feel that Almas is almost like a younger version of Brock Lesnar. Talented, strong, agile, but needs a manager.
Number 5, Drew McIntyre.
After a bicep injury in TakeOver War Games, people have been really expecting Drew McIntyre to come back in a very big way. And what better way to have him return than to challenge Roman Reigns after Mania 34, because we all know he's going to win that match and be the new Universal Champion. Challenge Roman Reigns for the Universal title. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre, both amazing powerhouses, just tearing each other apart and really vying for that Universal Championship. Really put some legitimacy behind the title, and you would have a really good match between the two. I would also love to see him in a program with Brock Lesnar, because I just do.
Number 6, Ember Moon.
The only female on this list, Ember Moon, has shown that she can do it all. She can do the high flying moves with her finisher, the Eclipse, and of course, her in-ring style definitely does skew more towards the powerhouse. And not to mention her amazing suicide dives outside the ring definitely makes her a force to be reckoned with. Her matches have been absolutely brutal, especially her matches with Shayna Baszler have been amazing. But you know who the only person that she hasn't been able to beat? The one hurdle in her career? Why, that would be Asuka, the Empress of Tomorrow. It is rumored that Asuka will be dethroning Charlotte Flair as the SmackDown Women's Champion, and who better to dethrone Asuka and end her undefeated streak at WrestleMania 35 than Ember Moon. That whole story would come full circle.
Number 7, Adam Cole.
Adam Cole, baby, has proven that he is an amazing superstar. He is one of the most charismatic heels that you've ever seen, and he is a great in-ring worker. Not to mention the way he manages the Undisputed Era, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, is fantastic. But I do think that it is time for him to move to the main roster sometime soon. Break up the Undisputed Era and have Adam Cole move up to Raw or SmackDown. The feud that I would love to see him in would be with Dolph Ziggler. Now, Dolph Ziggler at this time has been, a bit stale at this time. He's kind of just taking up space. But I think a match between Adam Cole and Dolph Ziggler, both who are supposed to be, the embodiment of perfection, that can definitely elevate Ziggler, even though he'll lose. But it can elevate Ziggler, and it can, of course, show everybody who Adam Cole really is.
Number 8, Alistair Black.
Dark, mysterious, and deadly in the ring, Alistair Black is a force to be reckoned with. And it's this mystery about him that really gives us that intrigue about his character. Who else on the main roster has that same intrigue, has that similar mystery about him? Why, that would be the Demon King, Finn Balor. Finn Balor right now, he's very happy with his Balor Club buddies, Gallows and Anderson, but Alistair Black can come out and call him out and say, this is just a front, this is simply a shell. I know what you really are. You are the demon. Bring that demon out, rip out of your shell, and embrace the darkness. This can obviously lead to a match at a pay-per-view, Alistair Black versus Demon Finn Balor, and I think this would be a very phenomenal match. Other feuds I would love to see Alistair Black would definitely be with Bray Wyatt. And I was gonna say Woken Matt Hardy as well, but the thing is, Woken Matt Hardy is kind of a little bit more of a sillier gimmick. Alistair Black is one that is more serious, so I think Finn Balor or Bray Wyatt.
Number 9, Street Profits.
After being kicked out of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, the future of Street Profits does seem a bit uncertain. They are very charismatic as well. They love to go out, they love to dance, they are super over with the crowd. They love going into the crowd and interacting with them. I think Street Profits would be a shoo-in in the main roster. But who else is there? Who else is just as charismatic, loves to dance, and also has some pretty good talent in the ring? Why, that would definitely be the New Day. I would love to see a program between the Street Profits and the New Day, have them have a match together, have it be a silly gimmick match. That's exactly what this team needs, is a silly gimmick match. Or if you even want it to be a little bit more serious, have them even be in a program with the Usos. I would love to see that as well. But for Street Profits, I would say the New Day versus Street Profits is definitely a program that needs to happen.
And number 10, the Authors of Pain.
My personal favorite tag team on NXT right now, the Authors of Pain have done it all. They've held tag team gold, they've won the Dusty Rhodes Classic already. Now I think there's nothing else left for them to do than to go up to the main roster. And on Raw and SmackDown, they would fit either place. On Raw, you have people like The Bar, they would definitely take them to their utmost limit. You even have the Revival, who are actually a very good tag team and can be elevated when they have a feud with the AOP. And on SmackDown Live, you have the Bludgeon Brothers, who are, in my opinion, are the best thing about SmackDown Live right now, as I've said many times before. Authors of Pain versus Bludgeon Brothers, again, this match writes itself. And also, there's a whole thing with a Roman Reigns heel turn. A lot of people are still speculating, even though, in my opinion, that's not happening anytime soon, but I'm willing to humor those who think it is. Put Roman Reigns with the Authors of Pain. Have them be a new tag team, like an Evil Shield type of a tag team. 3 powerhouses who just love to kick ass and take names. This would be fantastic. This is exactly how I would book a Roman Reigns heel turn. So those are my picks for my top 10 NXT superstars that need to go to the main roster. What are some of yours? I would love to know. Let me know in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on social media and tell your friends about the Nerdy Mark. Till next time, this is Sid signing off. You guys take care. Bye-bye.